Hey y'all, it's K Divine coming back with another quick message. I just want to get on here real quick and let y'all know that you make people self reflect. You have such a powerful aura about you. You are so authentic and solidified in who you are and what you stand for that when people try to project onto you, when people try to make you into their little sidekick or thinking that you one of them little easy people that's going to, move the way they want you to move. And when you prove to them that you are who you say you are and that you're going to keep standing 10 toes on your principles and who you are as a person, you make people self reflect. You make people sit back and look at themselves and say, okay, because when people do stuff towards you, because everybody's not a narcissist. Some people are just toxic. Okay, I think a lot of people have narcissistic tendencies, but everyone is not a narcissist. Some people are just toxic and they don't always understand what it is that they're doing because that's just what they used to. But for some people, I feel like toxic people are more likely to reflect than narcissists because narcissists are going to try to shift blame as much as they possibly can so they can avoid accountability. But with toxic people will start to reflect on how they've behaved with you. They'll start asking themselves, like, okay, like I usually when I do XYZ, this works on people, but it didn't work on this person. And they have to ask themselves why. Like, why did I do that? Like, oh, well, that was kind of mean. That was this, that was that. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is because, like, I just had a moment not too long ago where I was kind of dumbfounded a little bit. I'm like, y'all know that lady I was telling y'all about in a few of my videos where I was saying, like, she wanted me to, like, be her sidekick and, like, she, like, just, like, some of her behaviors toward me were just, like, showing me, like, she really didn't fuck with me for real. And I was just like, all right, like, I'm just gonna let you do your thing, ma'am. Like, I'm not trying to, you know she just pulled up on me a few minutes ago and handed me $20. Like, for no reason. I didn't like, I mean, I didn't ask her for any money. I never asked her for anything. She just randomly came over here and she's like, Kayla. And I'm like, hey, what's up? What's going on? And she was just like, here. She was handing me $20. And this is why I'm saying I think you make people self reflect because it's like I told y'all, like the way that she had behaved towards me when we spent those 2 days together was just really like weird. Now, I'm not saying that I'm a perfect person or anything, but it's like, I can apologize when I know that I'm wrong or whatever. But it's just like the vibe was off. Something like it was weird, and I was like, there's something weird going on here. Like, and I just didn't feel comfortable after a while because it was just like, you don't really care. Like, she asked me about, I was reading Trevor Noah's Born a Crime, and it's a funny book, by the way. You should read it. It's very interesting. It's funny and it's raw and it's real. I love this book. I'm about to finish it soon. Um, but she had asked me about it, and then like she didn't even really pause for my response. She kind of started ignoring me as soon as I started talking. So I was just like, let me shut up. It's stuff like little stuff like that. Like I noticed like those subtle behaviors, like the kind of like bullying stuff. Like we were in Sam's Club and she had met some lady and they were having a conversation, and I'm not the one to jump in on conversations, and she asked me to come into the conversation like way past the point of me really understanding what they're even talking about. And I tried, but I was just like, I don't really know what y'all trying to say because I wasn't listening to the conversation. And then she ended up like pushing me with her whole body. Like she put her whole body in front of me and pushed me out of the conversation. And I was just like, yeah. So I just went and sat my little happy ass down and waited for her to be done. So, it's stuff like that, and that's why it was just baffled me. It baffled the hell out of me. She just came over here and just gave me $20, which is gonna be helpful because I definitely have been in need of some cash assistance. So um, it's definitely helpful. So I'm grateful right now that she did that. um but that's what I'm saying, like, you make people self-reflect, because only somebody who feels bad about how they did what they did would do something like that. Because it's not like she said, like, okay, I'm gonna come back over here later or nothing. She was just like, well, I have to go, but I just want to come give this to you. So it's just like, you make people really think about what they have said to you, what they have done to you, and how they feel about you. Because some people really don't even realize, like, they dislike you and they don't really know why. And sometimes people will dislike you just based on their own projections, their own personal feelings. And then when you're no longer around and they have time to actually think about the reasons why they dislike you, they realize that you didn't do any of those things that they claim, or that you're not the way that they had assumed that you would be. Because a lot of people will make assumptions about you before they even really get to know you. They'll be like, oh, this person is gonna be needy, this person is gonna beg me for things, this person is gonna complain a lot. And then when none of those things happen and they couldn't create any of it to happen, then they don't have anything to go off of, and they realize that the things that they said about you or the way they feel about you was all made up, and more than likely it's about themselves. 95% of how people feel about you is how they feel about themselves. You have to really understand that, especially people you don't know. A lot of people project onto you and want you to believe that what they carry is yours, and it's not yours. It's not for you to carry. You truly make people look at themselves and have to question, like, what's wrong with me. Especially, like, go look at my last video and I talked about groupthink. Some of those people who fell into that groupthink, trying to avoid isolation, trying to avoid being put into the out crowd. Some of those people are going to self-reflect, and they have self-reflected and realized how wrong they were for disrespecting you and mistreating you. I don't know if that's a horn or brakes or a siren. I'm not sure what that is. But you really do, like, these people will start looking at themselves and being like, dang, that person didn't deserve that. I shouldn't have done that to that person. Like, you're on the minds of a lot of people. Some people are starting to realize why you stay so low dolo, because they're just like, dang, if I treated them like that, how do other people treat them? Other people probably treated them the same way. Or how easy it was for me to abandon this person like that. Like, imagine how many other people were doing that. Everybody was doing that. They can't even imagine what it's like to even be like you, to have to go through the things that you're going through and still be able to put a smile on your face, still be able to be, cordial and respectful towards people, even when they really don't deserve it. Because some of these people really deserve to be cussed out. Honestly, there are certain people right now that have disrespected you, that have done the absolute worst to you, that deserve to be cussed out. And you let it go. You let the Most High take care of it. You say a prayer for them, and you send them off with love. And a lot of people can't do that. A lot of people wish death upon their enemies. A lot of people, they wish hatred on their enemies. And you don't do stuff like that. You say, you know what? I wish you well. God bless you. Goodbye. And a lot of people don't understand how you can walk away from situations like that and not seek revenge, not seek to get the last word. A lot of people love to get the last word. They don't understand how you're able to do that. They don't understand how, even if they know a little bit of your story and what you've been through, they don't understand how you were able to go through all of that and you're still kind to people. That even though they know, especially when people find out that you caught on to they little bullshit tactics and how they was trying to set you up and shit, when they realize that when they realize that you understand and you know what was going on, that's when they really start to self-reflect, because they're just like, dang, like, that person picked up on that shit quickly. Like, imagine what that person has had to go through, if because most people, like I said, they're used to doing that stuff to people and getting away with it. They're used to doing that stuff to people and getting them to get that energy projected onto them, so that they react and respond in a way that makes them justify the way that they feel about them. And they can't do that with you. They can't do that with you. You truly make people think about think about their lives and how they're portraying themselves. That's some powerful shit, y'all. That's powerful. And don't let anybody take that away from you. You keep doing that. You keep being yourself and letting people like I said in my go watch my video about, let people reveal themselves to you. Let them reveal who they truly are. Because a lot of people will because people will get karma. For some of y'all, the way that your spirit team ride for you, it's almost instant for some people. As soon as you leave their presence, as soon as your anointing is not on them anymore, bad things start to happen. A series of bad luck happens for these people. And they sit here and they trying to figure out why, like, oh, well, I don't know why all of this is happening. I don't know why this is, I don't know how this is. It's happening because that's what they've already, what's the word? I can't say it. When I find the word, I don't know why I can't get it out. Accord, and it's not accord, accured. Can't say it. I don't know why I can't say the word right now. But they've already taken on so much karma from other things that they have done. It's like a piggy bank. Just been stacking up karmic debt for a while. And then when they come into your presence, they're tested with you. You're the ultimate test. And the way that people treat you is a reflection of themselves. And the Most High knows that, and the Most High watches. And as soon as you, like I said, as soon as your anointing leaves, as soon as you leave that person's aura, their presence, stuff starts happening. Why? It's like, okay, it's time to pay back. I was pulling cards after she pulled off, and you know what card came out? The Judgment card. And that's why I said you make people self-reflect, because it's like, I don't know what's going on in her life. This is the most calm and everything. Usually she's all like, good day, and also that's how she usually is. But she did not come to me with that shit today. It was just like, hey, here, just take this. Just take this. And it's like, it's kind of like an apology in a way, but it's not a real apology. This is why I'm saying you make people self-reflect. So keep doing what you're doing, because good things will come of it eventually. I know, especially if you like in a situation like me, like it feels like nothing's happening, but it's like, I know that things are working out. It's just, it's not on my timeline. So of course I feel some type of way. I've been praying for a miracle for a long time. I've been praying for a deliverance. Although by watching some of my gang stalkers, like I just walked past one of them, the one I told y'all about yesterday, that was sitting outside his car. I just looked in the back of his car as I was walking out of Walmart, and he has a walker in his car. And I knew he was old. Like, I could tell he's old, but I was like, and he's disabled. Like, he's got his legs sitting outside of the car right now, and they look swollen. And I'm like, damn. I was like, you're disabled, your legs are swollen, and this is what you choose to do with your time? You could be at home with your legs up, sir. You chose the wrong job. Just to be a gang stalker, that shit crazy to me. People like that don't self-reflect, because he's still out here. He's been out here for 7 weeks. But people like the lady I was telling y'all about, she self-reflected. I could tell by her energy today. And it's just so crazy, because I love her dog and her dog loves me. Her dog jumped straight out the car and jumped into mine. Like, I'm staying with her. I would have kept her too, but I can't keep her with me. Not today. Maybe once in a while, I don't know. Maybe when I get my phone back on, I don't mind keeping the dog. Like, hey, she could stay with me all day. We go for a walk and shit. As I feed her, I take care of her. I love the animals. My cat won't be too happy about it, but I love her dog. I love her dog to death. She's so sweet. She's sweet, sweet, sweet puppers. She's a chow chow and a corgi mix. She's so beautiful. But okay, I just wanted to let y'all know that you make people self-reflect. So keep going, keep doing what you do. I love y'all. It's your girl K Divine, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.